Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Favorite Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Farino, joined by me is my co-host, Christian Dyer, Anshul from The Shaw Show, Dion Johnson from Niner Gang Podcast, and we got a special guest in the building, Bashar from 49er Minded. And we got our boy Beto in the background right now from Niner Sickness Podcast. He'll join whenever he's ready. But we're here, we're back. This is the Niners versus Cardinals post-game show. Let's get right into it, fellas. Dion, I'm going to start with you first. You're on mute.
You got to introduce Bashar correctly, though. You got to go 49er minded. And then you got to let him know it's not a thought process. It's a way of life. Like, you got to have that come in.
Before we get started, though, if you guys are watching us on Twitter or X, we cannot see your comments. So go ahead and go over to youtube.com/FavoriteFaithful Podcast 49 or Niner Sickness Podcast or Niner Gang Podcast or The Shaw Show, and we'll see your comments there. And I believe if Bash, you have your thing connected or no?
No, I just run off of you guys' channels. It's all good.
Okay,
I'm just happy to be here. So thank you.
For sure. All right, let's get right into it. Dion, what are your thoughts from yesterday's game? How are you feeling? Go ahead.
I'm going to make this short and sweet. CMC is a fucking MVP. Period. MVP, people, stands for most valuable player. That means your team doesn't function without this guy. CMC was a one-man wrecking crew yesterday. I am 120% sure that the Cardinals are having a fucking heart attack right now. I'm sure they're having nightmares. I'm sure they're crying. I'm sure they're wondering what's going on. I can tell you right now, if I am anybody on the Cardinals defense, I don't want to see shit with CMC on it. I don't want to see a 23 anyway. If I see the number 23, I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm angry. If I see a child with a CMC jersey on, I might punch him dead in the fucking chest. Just because I'm angry because I couldn't stop him. He was unstoppable. Flat out unstoppable. CMC is the MVP, and if they give the MVP to another goddamn quarterback or to Patrick fucking Mahomes again, I'm going to be pissed. Because I'm tired of always watching the quarterback get the MVP. The end of the goddamn day, CMC is that motherfucking dude, period. Best running back in the NFL. If you can name another one, I'd like you to try because I can tell you everything the CMC does and shit on you with that. The other thing I'm happy about, Brock Purdy, you know what? I'll say this. He shut me up. He did. Because I don't care what nobody say. Don't question his arm anymore. Shut the fuck up about it. Let it go. You know why? The man was throwing ropes to BA all day. We all remember Twitter, don't we? BA, deep ball me, please. Pause. He got the Braves out there throwing the ropes. I'm people, listen to me. Say something about my quarterback. I want you to. I'm coming at you like fucking T.O. But I'm not crying. I'm angry. And I'm telling you, that's my motherfucking quarterback. Brock Purdy showed us who he was, what he can do. It didn't make a difference. The dude fits perfectly in this system. This is what we wanted from Jimmy. This is what we wanted from Jimmy Garoppolo. We couldn't get it. And now where's that loser? Sitting on the fucking bitch, injured. And the Raiders just got ran through like a hole on the stroll. I'm sorry. Mac Daddy was all over their ass. Literally. Every 5 seconds, Khalil Mack was in the backfield hanging the fuck out, talking to Aiden O'Connell.
Bro had 5 sacks.
He had himself a redemption game for the ages, dude. 6 sacks.
Bro,
6.
That shit was insane. But that's how I feel about the game. The only negative thing that I have to say is I'm disappointed in our defense for that 99-yard drive. I'm not giving them no fucking excuses. I'm not taking any excuses. But that 99-yard drive was bullshit. We shouldn't have allowed that. We
And
let
towards the end,
Josh Dobbs, go down the field on us. Nice thing is he did run for some yards, but he did not wind up, having explosive plays that hurt us. So for me, I was very happy with the game. I know Debo didn't get any targets, but that was by design. They're purposely trying to make sure he doesn't have to do a lot so he doesn't get hurt because he was already dealing with some injuries. I think next week versus Dallas, you see him unleashed, and there's a problem. But this game, CMC put the league on notice, even if they already weren't. I'm him. Everybody wants to talk about Hemi this and Hemi. No. CMC is that fucking guy.
CMC.
And if you don't believe CMC is that guy, you must be smoking crack. You must have been living under a rock, and you probably need to be punched in your fucking nutsack if you're a dude. But that's just me. So I'm gonna kick it on over to see the way it's got set up now. I'm gonna kick it on right up above me with my guy Lefty, my fellow Lefty. I can appreciate that. Talk to us about this game, sir.
My favorite that I just keep noticing every game that I think is an unreal attribute that Purdy has is every time he sees the flag is going to be there. He sees fair answer the holding and he throws the ball to it, and then he gets the call. He doesn't even care if he completes the pass. He's getting the call. He's done it so many times. He did it, that throw in the red zone to Ayuk. It blows my mind that he freaking can see that. It's insane. He sees it seems to see it every time. I can't think of a quarterback where I've seen do that. It absolutely blows my mind that he has such a freaking crazy good football IQ. And sees the field so well. It's insane. And then it was really nice to see him complete some of those deep balls. I knew he would. I knew he's going to get better, and that's just more practice. And more time with the receivers. The deep balls are even going to get better from here, and he's accurate. Like that throw, the first one he threw to Ayuk was perfectly thrown ball. It was, he didn't overthrow it because the guys he underthrew it on purpose and let Ayuk go make a play on it. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Bash, go ahead, go next.
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, really, really good game to go off of what Dion was saying about Arizona Cardinal players being angry because they couldn't stop CMC. Are they going to be as angry as James Conner was after the game? When he went up to Talwado Hufanga, tried to pick a fight with him when Hufanga had his helmet off and Connor left his helmet on, but it is what it is. What's up?
I was gonna say, I'll tell you, James Conner's he's got some balls to go up against a Polynesian like that, because I watched this Polynesian freaking curb stomp this guy 3 times at 7-Eleven.
I think
they're crazy.
I think Connor's Polynesian himself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's
really?
Polynesian. Connor's
mixed. Oh, that's why I did that. Dude,
interesting.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, if these two motherfuckers want to go, I'm ready for a haka and a fight.
Bro, I watched this.
You get that haka going right before the fight, I'm gonna get hyped up and want to jump through the screen. Because have you ever seen a haka in real life? Have any of y'all ever seen that?
Not in real life.
Against all Polynesian football team when I was a kid, and they did it.
Even if it's somebody going against you, what they do, that power that they possess when they're bro, it's live. Like there's nothing else like that.
Dude,
if you experience a real true haka from real true Polynesian folks, bro, it's gonna set a fire inside of you, and you're gonna literally want to join in,
dude.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
At the 7-Eleven by my house, did I watch this freaking Tongan guy pull this crackhead that was going crazy in the bathroom because he worked there? Freaking stomped this guy's head in, dude, with slides on. They're scary.
Yeah,
they are.
Hey,
yeah,
go ahead, Beto.
Yeah. I mean, CMC is CMC, but he definitely had himself a game for the ages. Through the air, through the ground, the end zone. He did some little Super Mario Brothers move where he jumped over somebody and then ran it in or something. He was just having fun out there. And shout out to Purdy because, Purdy had that one game was against the Rams where people were complaining that, he missed a few deep shots or whatever. And overall, he still had a good game. So I wasn't really tripping off of it too much against the Rams. And then I was at the Giants game and, sure, 5 for 14 early on in the first half. But I had a pretty calm sense of feeling that, Purdy would overcome it during the game and he'd find a way to get things to work, find a way to make it work out. And eventually he did. And, he had over 300 yards in the Giants game, 2 touchdowns, beautiful throw to Debo for the touchdown. And this game, it's almost like this game, he just put everything together because I think he kind of wanted that game back where he did miss those deep shots. And obviously he doesn't have a really, really strong arm. And he's coming off an injury. But for somebody who's coming off that crazy injury, we're not seeing any setbacks. So a lot of us didn't know what to expect, what he was how he was gonna look, how he was gonna play, how his arm was gonna be coming off this injury. But he just has this amazing miraculous recovery, and he's doing some things better than he did last year, in my opinion. So this team's primed and ready to contend to go to the Super Bowl. He's our quarterback. Whatever went on in the past, and we're all gonna move on. And Brock's our guy, and it is what it is. I mean, and at the end of the day, he doesn't have a strong arm, but what the hell, Beto? I don't know why Beto typed that. He's kind of scaring me. Well, we're not going to reveal that. But anyways, he tried to throw me off. Anyways, I was going to say, if you watch Joe Montana throughout his career, he had really, really good deep ball accuracy. Purdy has really good accuracy.
You got
hopefully
him a little hot, Beto.
Hopefully, I know Beto threw me off. It's all his fault. So hopefully Purdy can develop a consistent deep ball with some good deep ball accuracy. Hey, if it's with that 30 to 40 yard range and Ayuk separating, we're gonna see a lot of fun happen. And hey, let's finally use Danny Gray if that's the case. I mean, we got some guys that can go deep, man. Let's do it.
Isn't Danny Gray still injured?
Danny Gray should be him and Darrell Luter Jr. should be on their way back.
Nope.
I believe this week they should be.
It would be nice to see
practice windows to start opening, and they should be playing. But media, let's go.
Media.
So Purdy just continues to look poised, and the thing I will say is, like you guys said, the deep ball accuracy, I'm not concerned. His arm looks fine as well, and he's just been throwing straight dots. And I mean, the thing is, that's what makes you not one-dimensional as a team as well, because now, the safeties have to play deeper. Those cornerbacks have to, be careful too. So that's something I feel like we've, seen with our old quarterback. He was very one-dimensional, and I don't see that with Purdy. And just, the experience that Purdy's had really from college, I feel like's really translated extremely well to the NFL for him. And every week he just, I feel like, does something that's just, I'm like, wow, Purdy can really do this thing. So I'm really excited to see what he's done. I mean, CMC, man, I don't think I was thinking he was going to score 4 touchdowns in one game, but we'll take it, obviously. But yeah, I feel like just the kind of to talk about some of the negative is just the defense, man. I feel like, I understand that obviously we have a new DC and Steve Wilkes, but just this defense, I feel like just isn't there yet. Because they've been giving up a lot of big plays, especially to end the half, and I don't know what it is. I feel like Steve Wilkes needs to learn to make these adjustments right in the first half instead of waiting all the way to the second half. So that's something I really hope to see, hopefully get changed. And I feel like, we are playing some tougher teams now down the line pretty soon. So I think that's going to be something that we have to hopefully see that's better. But that's really my only concern. In special teams, Moody, everybody was concerned about him in the preseason. Other than, kicking it out of bounds twice this season, which I expect him to, learn and figure out. Been money Moody, so yeah.
Hey man, we got to kick this over to Beto, Niners Sixers, man. Talk to us about this game, bro. Let us know what's going on, Rick Diaz. I see you out there, pimp.
Okay, Beto.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what you gonna stand there and silent? We just said we kicking it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we kicking it over to you, man. Talk to us about the game.
I'm
How'd
like,
you
why did
feel?
everybody
What's
go
up?
silent? I'm like, oh shit.
He's too busy making
Small
jokes in
moment
the
of silence
chat.
for the small
I was
chronic
gonna do
break.
something real quick, and I know. Okay, hey, I'm excited about the game. Watching CMC just being him, man, being that MVP non-quarterback guy. He should get that. If he keeps this trajectory, he should get it. I'm excited to see what else we have. I'm waiting for the Cowboys. I know this is a post game of the Cardinals, but I'm excited, man. I'm fired up by Brock Purdy. I've been a Brock Purdy fan since I watched him play against Miami. Everyone that knows me knows that. I love what he did. Anybody that says he can't throw the deep ball, let me shove this churro where the sun don't shine. Listen, he can throw the deep ball. He can throw it deeper than what I can put it in your throat. So, back to that.
But he didn't do it
This is
against a
a
good
PG
defense. He
show,
didn't.
dude.
Sorry, but yeah.
No,
Hey, look at
come
crazy
on,
good
man.
teams.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Beto did it again. Son of a Mexican. But I was fired up
Christ.
for the
No,
game. man.
mames, mijo.
I love you too, pinche Italian. So, listen, before I lose my wits here, I love what I saw. I believe I'm not mistaken, Brandon, you best game since pro
Yep.
in this game.
Ayuk was a shit, dude.
Yeah, this guy was the bomber, 148 yards, man, and how he was able to help out. I guess the first deep ball from Brock was kind of little underthrown, but Brandon just got it by his fingertips, man. I love the way he did and bailed him out. Continue to build support. I love what this Niners offense is doing. They're putting 30+ points in each game. They're doing something that the Cowboys can't do offensively. Cowboys have a great defense. They can put points defensively. They can't do jack, especially in the red zone. Niners are putting points on the board.
Cowboys have a good defense when they play a one-dimensional team.
Yeah.
That's when they have a good defense.
And if you don't run the ball on them or get the lead, that's what Arizona did. Arizona got the lead, ran the ball down their throats. Cowboys had to put it and rely on Dak Prescott's hands, and he was not able to come through. Something that Brock Purdy does. I mean, people that are not Brock Purdy guys yet, this guy does nothing but win. This guy's great on the field. He does everything he can. I don't know about you guys in the panel and those that are watching in the chat. I am not worried when Brock's out there, man. I know this kid is going to do something to continue to advance this team to go forward. I mean, 4 games and no interception. Yeah, I understand those almost interceptions, but there weren't. So I don't care about those almost. They weren't. And as long as he continues to play that way, the run game, the way our offense, and credit to our offensive line, McKivitz still worries me. He gave up some plays that I wasn't too happy on that one. Matter of fact, on the sack, he just got bullied on that McKivitz. It was all on McKivitz on that one when 45 came around and he kind of juked him, and McKivitz didn't know which way he went. He got to get better. But overall, man, I'm excited to see. And the defense, I heard Deion said no excuses, and I'm with him. They gave up 99 yards, but at the end of the day, they only gave up 16 points to that offense.
Yeah.
And we put 35. So I have to give credit to where credit is due. But the defense has to get better because they're going to need that against Dallas. So as long as they continue to get better, and I don't think this team has hit its strides yet. They're not even close of playing their best game. Imagine when they put it all together.
Beto, while we have you answering the question, you want to answer this question from Kyle? Are they not showing the whole playbook until later in the season? And then he goes, I think they are purposely not showing our full potential.
One thing I love about Kyle, and I could be completely wrong, this is just my own observation of him, is this guy, that's why a lot of times when they have a lead or people say, man, why didn't he go for a touchdown? Why is he just running it between the tackles? I think Kyle is a creature of habit. I don't think he likes to show everything during the regular season. If he can say some of those plays for the postseason, he'll do that. He doesn't pull it out unless he has to. If he's falling behind, he'll go into his book more. But if he feels that something's working, until that stops working, they're not going to get or do anything different. So they're going to continue to move the ball on the ground. If they can't stop the run, Kyle doesn't have to get deep into his bag. Just keep running the ball. Show me you can stop the run, and then I'll go ahead and go deep. So, yes, I think he's not showing everything. I think he's going to show us more in the postseason. And he's saving some plays, especially for the Super Bowl.
It's going to be interesting
What's up,
to see
JP?
how Dallas plays.
Look
plays
at
us
JP.
because-
You got me excited.
Like, how do you play the Niners? Like, do the Cowboys try to stack the box, stop the run? Because if they do that, Purdy's going to make a pay for it. And he's shown that he can do that. Are they going to try to blitz Purdy a lot? Because obviously he showed he can do that against the Giants on a short week. So it's interesting to me. Like he does, everybody, because he doesn't have the elite arm, he doesn't have this, but everything you try to do to him, he finds a way to overcome it and put points on the board. So I'm just interested to see how Dallas's defense plays it, because I kind of hope we run that power run game right at Dallas, right at Micah Parsons. So I'm just excited to see it. I'd like to see Mason get the ball a little bit, just because I'd like to have a full-on power run game against Dallas.
I want to see Elijah Mitchell stop getting hurt.
Yeah.
Dude,
Good
that
luck,
ain't
man.
gonna happen, bro.
But John P just walked in the building.
Yeah.
My brother from another
What's up,
mother.
John V.
Go ahead. Tell us how you felt about this game,
Oh,
my
John V's
guy.
here.
Talk
Oh, shit.
to us. Let us know how you felt about CMC being that one-man wrecking crew over there.
What's up, fam? Can you hear me?
We
Yeah.
hear you, John V.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Sir.
Say it again. That's
I
the
was just
question.
saying. I was just saying to go ahead and give us your thoughts on the game, and how you felt about CMC being a one-man fucking wrecking crew.
I mean, what? There's nothing I can say today that you guys haven't already heard. Right? CMC is fucking amazing. Right? We're very fortunate to have him. There's I was on Bash's channel last night, and we talked a little bit about what Juice had said to Greg Papa on a Sirius Radio interview after the game. And he was talking about how he had got that possession and he fell short, right? Well, Christian was faking his ass off to make sure that Juice would get that tutty, And Juice was just going on a little bit about that character and how he was the missing piece that pretty much, makes that locker room solid, and that's what it really comes down to this year. If there's anything that I took away from that game is the continuity. It's amazing. Brock's building it with that offense more and more every opportunity that he gets. So,
How'd you feel about those throws to Ayuk, man? You can't tell me that shit didn't have you jumping about.
I mean, that had me jumping out of my seat. I was excited. I was excited, right? But I also, as much as I love it, I'm cursed with that devil's advocate. Like, what will that same throw look like if Micah Parsons makes it around that right side? What will that drop back look like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get where you're going with that, and
he had some time to throw. He had a lot of time to throw.
I'll say this: looking ahead to this game versus the Cowboys, that I just don't feel like their pass rush is going to be that crazy. Of course, the only Achilles heel we have, technically speaking, is Colton McKivett. Every now and then you get a little question marks with Spencer Burford, but I think they're coming together at the right time. And I can say this. After doing a little research, doing a little bit of digging, kind of watching things, according to Jed York, man, Kyle can do no wrong. We could fucking fall flat on our face and tank the rest of the season. That Jed York would love Kyle's dirty draws. Like, this dude, I mean, like, he gives him the longest leash on a fucking, that any head coach has ever had.
Kyle's going to be here for 20 years.
Yeah, he'll be here as long as Jed is alive. I honestly don't think. I think Jed is literally going to adopt the Steelers idea.
We know Dion loves those extensions.
Kyle's the best.
No,
coach.
he is, man.
They should have
Yeah,
given him
but
more.
you know what?
He's
He's
the best coach.
As far as business is
slow your
concerned,
roll. Slow your roll.
listen,
Don't do that.
He's the
Don't do
best
that. You
coach
already know
even
you're gonna start
without
an
a Super Bowl.
argument. You said that shit on purpose. Kyle is not the best coach in the league.
Yes, he is.
Listen,
without a
I-
Super
His
Bowl.
not.
footprint,
No,
his
he's
footprint's
not.
all over
He
the
said
league.
without-
Hold on, one at a time. One at a time.
Literally all over the league. His footprint's all
John,
over the
go
league.
ahead.
Okay, his footprint might be all over the league, but that
Brandon's
doesn't
like Judge
mean that
Judy.
he's the best coach. The best coach in the league right now.
All he's done is won
Okay, he hasn't gotten the ring.
games, playoff games.
Games don't mean shit if you don't have a Super Bowl
I don't
to
care
go
about the
with
damn
it.
Super Bowl
You
all the
know
time.
where the
I
fuck
want to
we're
be
going with
relevant
this,
each
It's
and
Super
every
Bowl
week.
or bust, bro.
Hey, bro, at the end of
bullshit.
the
But
day,
you better freaking
put it like this. Andy
You better
Reid
bend
is the
backwards.
best coach
Hey.
in the league. You know
Yeah.
why?
Super Bowl or
'Cause
bust. Hold
Andy
on.
Reid can get
Yeah.
there and get the job done.
The
I'm
whole
sorry.
Super Bowl or bust is
Kyle
fake.
will give
Overrated.
Kyle will get that moniker when he wins a couple of rings. He ain't done nothing yet. He's been
He's
to
done
3
a lot.
Super Bowls.
He's
and
turned a
well,
team that
no,
was
had
garbage
2 and he's lost.
into a contender.
That's
Hold on. If
fine.
you're gonna-
But that doesn't mean you're the best. Because you turn somebody from a pretender to a contender,
He's
doesn't mean
good.
you're the best coach
Maybe
in
he's
the
not the
league.
best, but he's good. He's top 5.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah.
I
I'll give him
definitely
that.
say
Oh,
top
you guys
five.
are laughing.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit that
No,
last
Top
who
three,
wants-
even.
why-
I'd say top three.
who wants the bullshit that comes with being number one? Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
If I'm in the conversation 1 through 5, I'm good. My family's
agree
good.
with that.
My
I agree
kids
with
are
that.
good. Everybody's good.
Yep.
My family for generations are gonna chill,
The
right?
girl on the side is good.
I just
Hey, slow your
as
roll
far
here,
as
man.
as far as the contract, as far as the contract and when it came,
Shiesty.
it's just good business, bro.
Yeah.
Kyle wins enough. Jed York's making money. The Niners are generating ridiculous revenue because the team is
Preach it,
constantly in the conversation.
Huh?
One of
It's
the
the
most popular
business side
teams
of
in
it,
the
bro.
Yeah,
It
no,
doesn't
and
even have to come. It doesn't even have to come with the Super Bowl right now. This
Yeah.
is just good business.
Yep.
But for me,
if you're
it
winning,
does.
if you're
I'm the
winning,
only
you're putting
person that
money in
feels
your
that
pocket.
way.
No, there's a
I
fan
don't-
side of it. You're completely entitled to that.
But what
I'm
I'm
talking about
saying
the
is,
business side, and then the fan side.
Mhm.
They're two different. They're two different conversations.
now one thing
right?
that I will say is you need to bring the fan side into the business side, because at the end of the day, Jed York, you can't have this motherfucker here for 20 years and he doesn't bring you a Super Bowl and you kept
Beyond
giving him
this
all an
fan base
extension.
influences
Then you
the
look like a
Niners.
fucking dumbass because
Tell
you
him.
remain consistently
0%
you
the
remain
fan base.
consistently competitive, but you never got the fucking job done. And I'm
Not
sorry,
yet.
if I'm an owner and I'm giving you consistent extensions because I believe that you can get the job done, but year after year, you keep getting there, but you can't get over the hump. At some point, I'm going to start looking outside, figuring out who the next hottest coach is, and I'm going to let you know internally, hey, you've remained consistent, but you're not getting the job done. I need you to finish the fucking job, or you're going to be looking for one. I don't
I think
care
they
how
got
good
that.
you are.
I
You
think that
cannot
has-
sit up there. Put like this: the
Yeah,
best
you act
example.
like he's
I've
been
said
here
it
20
before.
years already. He's only been a coach for 7 years.
I don't give a fuck. 7 years is
think
more
you
than
got
enough
it.
time to turn a team into a Super
Name
Bowl
another
winning
coach that's
team.
been a coach that won Super Bowl in his first 7 years.
Yeah,
Name
and
me a
he's
coach.
also had more. He's also
Name me a
had more
coach,
injuries
please.
ever
Name
than
me a
ever.
coach that has got to the Super Bowl in his first
That,
7
I
years.
don't care nothing about no injuries. Don't give me that bullshit, because we are in the top 10 of most injured teams since Kyle and John have gotten here, and both those dumb motherfuckers like to pick up on injured players. So don't
Yeah,
tell
that's-
me
that's
nothing about
not-
injuries,
yeah.
because that's
It
their
comes-
shit.
it comes-
That's their problem.
Right there
Those
is luck.
injuries come because
That's
of the
why-
No,
because of
don't you look. Let me say this. Fuck
listen,
luck.
the
Okay,
style of-
fuck luck. Stop with this luck shit.
You
I
need
get
luck.
really tired of luck this, luck that. At the end of the goddamn day, you don't have luck. You either win it or you fucking don't. Luck
We do have
doesn't
luck
mean
because
shit.
Hey,
we would have won the
lucked it
Super
up.
Bowl last year, but our luck said sorry.
Luck can lick my
Purdy's going to
fucking
rip his
back.
elbow in
That's
half.
bullshit,
Purdy
bro.
his elbow got
Hey, we're
ripped
lucky
fucking
that
in
Brandon
half,
paid
or
the
we would have
bill.
won the Super
Otherwise,
Bowl.
we wouldn't be having this live.
All over. Look, let me explain this.
It's luck.
At the end of the day, you want luck? You know what luck means? Not a fucking thing. You want to shove a couple 4-leaf clovers up your ass and find a leprechaun with a goddamn pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Go right fucking head. But let me tell you something. Luck is not winning Super Bowls. Luck don't pay the fucking bills. You know what pays the bills?
There's a little bit of it.
You know what pays the bills?
There's a little bit of it.
There's a lot of luck in it.
IU, Debo, all of those guys pay the bills. Luck don't do shit, man. I don't want to hear that.
Name me a Super Bowl that has no luck. That they want to name me a team that has won a Super Bowl with no luck. Period. No bad calls.
No. Last time they won their Super Bowl, there was no luck involved in that.
Which one? The Chiefs? You didn't watch
the
the game.
Won that without no luck. The Patriots won that shit without no luck.
Go their way. There were calls that should have won against them, and they were called.
Every single game the Patriots won was a freaking 3-point game.
Yeah,
hey, tell me there was doesn't make a difference. At the end of the day, it's a win, right?
Hold on.
Doesn't matter how you win. You ain't got to win.
The point is trying to be made. We need luck. We need great roster.
Oh, man, man, luck don't mean shit. You know what we need? We need it.
You need
how about your Brock Purdy when he got hurt? That wasn't bad luck.
You need complete health.
No, that wasn't bad luck. That was Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick's name isn't luck. His name is Hassan Reddick. He came screaming off the fucking edge and ripped his arm off.
It was perfect timing.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that was unlucky. This shit just happened. What do you mean? So every injury in football is unlucky.
Yes.
No, I don't believe that shit, man. Because luck doesn't mean anything to me. At the end of the day, you can't sit up here and continually tell me, oh, so if we let me pose this to y'all. We go to the Super Bowl, we play. Nobody gets injured. Nobody gets hurt. We have a full roster.
No penalties. No penalties.
No, hold on. Full roster at our disposal. Everybody is healthy. We play, we lose. Did we just become unlucky or did we just fucking lose?
You saw it happen in 2019.
Beyond won, so they're lucky.
It's like I held 3 fucking times on the same day. They didn't throw the fucking flag. That's called unlucky.
Let me explain something to you.
Fucking cost us the goddamn Super Bowl.
The refs missed their calls on fucking purpose.
That fucking cost us the Super Bowl, Dion.
That didn't cost us. You don't want to go there with me because I'll tell you, you know what cost us the Super Bowl? We had a head coach who had the nerve, the unmitigated motherfucking gall to get on national television and say he got comfortable against Patrick fucking Mahomes. That's why we lost. You don't get comfortable against a dude.
Defense fucking come until that play.
Playoffs, come on, man.
They didn't do anything until after that play. They did nothing. The whole game, they did nothing until after that fucking play that should have been a fucking sack.
Come on, man. You can't.
On 3rd and 15. The game was over after that play.
The
game was over.
Hold on, fellas. All right.
Oh, more luck. Fucking stupid freaking Jimmy Garoppolo overthrows fucking Sanders with a weak arm and still overthrows.
So that's an unlucky throw?
How about you?
It's unlucky for
Mijos.
That's not unlucky. That's a stupid
I
fucking
gotta play the video of Brandon dancing.
We knew that. And Kyle set him up to fail. He knew that shit. All playoff season long in 2019. Were we trusting Jimmy Garoppolo? No, the fuck we were not. We didn't trust him at all. But magically, in the biggest game of our fucking lives, after all these years of waiting, we gonna trust this dude to throw the ball? That's what we doing now? So, Kyle, you didn't trust this nigga in 3 games before that. But randomly now you decide to trust him in the biggest game.
You do have a point. You do because we took the ball. We took the ball out of his hands for two.
We're never in that position.
They didn't trust him. They were hoping the defense will bite on it and maybe pull a trick, a rabbit out of somebody's ass and try to throw it instead of running because they were expecting us to run. That could be a thought process.
We're never in that position if Bosa gets that sack because he doesn't get held 3 times on the same play.
Yes,
or the refs throw a
and that 50-yard bomb to
15 and make it 3rd and 25.
Yep.
Hey,
that play was
that
luck.
Was luck.
It changed the whole game.
Y'all still have not
that play,
anything
that one play. Go back and watch the Super Bowl. That one play to change the whole game. That was complete luck because we were unlucky. He didn't get the sack because of the holding.
But you realize everybody gets held on every fucking play, so the refs are going to call it. If they feel like
he got held 3 different times.
You can't just say, they didn't pull the flag, so that's
but he got held around the neck, he got held around the waist, and then he got held on the shoulder in the same fucking play, and they didn't call it. 3 separate times on one fucking play, they didn't call it.
That ball was a unlucky play. How is that on Jimmy?
Hey, hold on.
How's what on Jimmy?
The bomb to Tyreek Hill for that big yard throw, which turned the whole.
No, I never said that.
No, not you. But people say that Jimmy lost the game. How did Jimmy lose it? It was that defense that gave up that big ass bomb. Now I understand they should have called it.
You could say that
refs,
Jimmy could have had us in the
literally
game.
just watched the refs do the same
that
thing
I
for
agree
them
with.
fucking last night. The refs did the same thing for Mahomes again last night. The same fucking similar bullshit. Deja motherfucking do.
Did you hear the conspiracy theory behind that? Now they're basically saying that because Taylor Swift is there, the refs are trying to make them not lose games because they don't want it to be a situation where
I hope that's not true.
there,
I hope that's not true.
That whole is
I hope
incredible,
that's not
bro.
true.
That Jets guy was held big time.
The only person that said that Taylor Swift is at them motherfucking games is Patrick Mahomes' ugly ass
sad?
wife.
Both
That
times,
bitch is
both
ugly as
times,
shit.
both times, exactly.
care what
Both
nobody
times those
says.
egregious.
But that was
both
not that
times-
you became
Pat, you
ugly.
could have chose better. You could have
Both
chose
times
better.
those-
Pat.
Hey,
You did a
so
lot better than that.
hold on,
You
Brad.
did not
Both
bring-
times those
Damn.
egregious
Personal
both times.
Oh yeah, I'm
both times
personal.
egregious-
Yeah, she ugly and his brother dumb as fuck. I don't give a
hey,
shit.
check this out.
I didn't say
Both
you were wrong.
motherfucking times there was egregious holds. It was against Saleh. Saleh was the D coordinator with the Bosa one, and then you see deja vu again. It was Saleh again.
Hey, so real quick.
It was Robert Saleh.
Hey, hold on real quick.
Hold on, Brandon. Squeeze the balls and talk louder, homie.
I'm talking louder, motherfucker. Okay. All right, so John's been trying
There
to
you go,
fuck
Brandon,
me up
go.
for the past 15 minutes, but y'all.
Yeah, my bad,
motherfuckers
John.
go
My
on.
bad, bro.
Hold on,
I get
hold
passionate
on,
when
hold on.
people give me some bullshit.
Hold on,
I don't
hold
even know
on, hold on.
what were we talking about?
Brandon's balls.
Oh, baby, calm down. Calm down.
Let's get back to the freaking game, okay?
Yeah.
He needs luck.
Damn. All
Hey,
right.
you got strawberry Jarritos over there, Beto?
Heck yeah.
Hell
Jarritos.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I fuck with the Mandarin though. That's my
Dion's always throwing in some Spanish on these live streams.
Man,
Jarritos, baby.
fuck your drink. Drink
He's
some
married
water.
to he's married to one, so you know.
I know. He's
Hey, you put that to your lip pretty good there. I'm gonna do it again.
John, I'm just gonna tell you, just start talking because Beto's gonna keep going. Just start talking, bro.
Sorry.
Start talking.
I don't even. What were we talking about? What
The
were
game,
we
bro.
talking about?
We going back to the game, man. We went off on. I went off on a
The game and
tangent.
luck.
Set the whole fucking panel on fire.
All right. So what are we going secondary? Are we going to talk about the weakness?
Yes, let's talk about
Yeah. Talk about the weaknesses. Yeah.
Cool.
Is Brandon talking again? Oh, sorry, Brandon.
We should probably.
You guys hear me?
Are we gonna move Ambry to the practice squad and try out that dude? What's his name?
Loader.
Sheffield.
No, I don't think so.
No, there's no
I
way.
think that dude was just there for special
just need
teams.
He
Honestly,
did pretty
or
good though
over.
for special teams.
Dude, he did. I liked him on special teams because he made sure that the ball did not go into
On
the
the-
end zone.
into the
That was a
end
great
zone,
play.
yeah.
For the touchback.
But that
And he
unfortunately
falling
was the end.
backwards, and he
That
threw
was
it
the
forward.
moment where we pinned them, and then next thing you know, they drove down the field on us. Well,
Yeah.
sucks ass because that negated everything that man just did, and that
Yep.
hurts. That
we
hurts.
need to we need to stick with Oliver because he's been playing good and that guy fucking tackles. He's probably one of our better tackling corners too.
Emery Thomas needs to be off the field, bro. Sorry.
I can tell you
Put
right now,
Gerard
you know what we need to do?
Reluda Jr. in when he gets healthy.
Since
Get him
we
in.
don't know how to pick in the first and second rounds, possibly even the third, since we
Fuck
seem
them
to
picks
fail
and
there.
trade them.
Fuck them picks and go get Pat Surtain in second. He don't want
Or
to be
Pat
on.
Surtain.
Dion, I know that sounds
man,
good, but
I'm doing-
I'd rather rent Devontae Adams for a year.
No.
Not for that price
But
tag.
Devontae
No,
Bro,
bro,
we do
bro,
not
bro,
need
just
for the
Javon
year.
Cannons, bro.
Just
We have
for the
more
year.
than enough
You know how much
weapons.
money
man.
it'll cost?
Yeah, bro.
that-
We do not need.
Yeah,
No,
just for the year. Hold on.
We couldn't afford him.
Hold on. Let's hear him out.
It's for 1 year. It's for 1 year. It's a 1 year rental, straight up 1 year rental, and you have the two best route runners in the whole NFL. One
No,
on one side,
You don't
one
need
on
him
the other
though.
side. Debo in the
damn it.
Debo,
Christian. No.
Debo, we are
No.
100% winning the Super Bowl. Okay, you get that 1 year rental.
Hey,
You ain't stopping our offense. We're winning
They're
the
gonna
Super Bowl.
want at least two
Hold
number ones
on,
for him.
everybody.
Oh,
Right,
He
let's
didn't
get
get
one.
so many touches though.
I'll give 100 number ones so I can win a Super Bowl.
Let's think about this. Just
And
let's
hang out with
hear
the
him out.
Rams.
Y'all tell me if y'all don't think the league is already afraid of us as it is as a team. CMC to put these motherfuckers on notice with that game last week and just all the whole time he's been here. This literally was an offense created for Christian McCaffrey. I swear to God, that's just how it's worked. But
For real.
Lefty makes a good point. John V, tell me this, sir. If you're a defense and you have to go up against Brandon Ayuk on one side, Devontae Adams on the other, and Deebo Samuel in the slot, do you really want that smoke?
What about Brandon?
Oh, you can do that. You can do that.
That's what I said. Ayuk on one side.
You can do that with.
Sorry.
You could do that with Jennings.
No, I'm
Okay,
just
no,
okay.
no.
Listen to me. Hold on. I got you.
You can do
I
it
got
with
you.
CMC,
I got you.
actually. He put
Hold on.
CMC in the slot.
Hold
You
on
can
one
do it with
second.
Ronnie Bell.
Let me tell you this.
You don't need
Don't we
Devontae
have-
on.
We have a lot of people. Yes, we do. We have viable weapons.
I'd rather get a pass
We don't
rusher.
need Devontae Adams. But I'm just saying,
Pass rush.
think about that.
Nobody's
If you
stopping that
saw
offense.
that
I mean-
as a defense, what can you do?
Nothing. We're just going to dominate all the way through the rest of the year. That's why I want him get that
We're
1 year rental.
dominating.
Get us
Yeah,
that Super Bowl.
see, I got him on that one. You see how he was speechless? That wasn't his screen skipping.
I
That was
mean,
just
don't
going.
smile.
But Brock can't throw
Damn.
deep.
I
Bro, what are you
don't.
talking about?
Okay, Ted.
That's what people say. He can't throw
Oh,
deep.
let
You don't
John
have a
talk,
deep
guys.
arm.
Let John talk.
No,
John talk.
it's not that, bro. I think he's not gonna fucking rifle it into a fucking crowded gap. He's not gonna do it. Not a 25-yard dart. It's gonna have a little bit, it's gonna put a little bit of air on it, and he'll drop it right to you. But he's not gonna rip it 25, 30 yards,
Okay.
to a tight route. Right now, dude, he is hitting skill players in space. And that is
Yep.
all he
In
has
stride.
to do.
Yep.
Literally all he has to do. Some in stride, some they have to come back.
The
for, but
layups,
you
baby,
gotta
the
do
layups.
it.
Like
They're doing
imagine
it.
the best. Imagine the other the best route runner in football in a freaking offense.
But we don't need
Bro,
a-
and then
another
got-
route runner,
You
though.
got you
Yeah,
literally
but
would
you have
have
the two
best
best
route
route
in
runners
football.
in
You
football,
would.
and you can't cover. One's always
So
going to
should we
be
bring
open,
Devontae
always.
and trade him CMC?
No, you have
Hey,
Jennings,
whoa,
and he's
whoa,
got
whoa,
great
whoa,
hands.
whoa,
Goddammit.
whoa.
Okay, I just
Whoa.
that way that just
John.
quiets the Devontae Adams.
Hey,
talk.
yeah, I need you to
I
calm
like
down.
Jennings.
We didn't say
John.
nothing about moving CMC.
I like
That he
Jennings.
makes his offense go.
John, I like Jennings, but Devontae Adams, Jennings. Is
Well,
not
he's
the-
better than
Oh.
Jennings, of course.
Oh, God,
Of course
light
he's
years
better
ahead.
than Jennings.
You got to pay him a lot of money because the contract he
for 1
comes
year,
with.
just 1 year.
We still got to pay that money, and
Yeah,
you
but
got
I was gonna say
to
you
give up
can't
drafts.
take the 1 year because if you take him, you got to take his contract.
Yeah,
and he
you
has
can't do it for
several
1 year,
years.
bro. He's not
He
getting
only-
cut.
he only-
He's being traded. No, he has 2 years.
Adams always wants the ball too. Is he gonna
What
accept a
the
minimal
heck?
role with the team?
Like, what
What's
the
with your
fuck?
balloons? They're better.
Okay, bro.
I
He
thought my
over here
stomach- I
playing
thought my
with his
stomach
screen.
was
I
going
thought
up in
Aiden was
there.
about to pop up behind his ass talking about we all float down here.
Hey, who did that? That's
What-
pretty.
what
That's
was
pretty
that, Dion?
cool. Do it
Wait, Dion,
again.
did you repeat that? I didn't get that.
You said
Repeat
what?
what you said, Dion?
Look at Brandon. Brandon, are you
Dude,
good
I'm
with
not.
that?
I'm not saying we need Devontae
What?
Adams. I'm just saying like
Who did
our
that?
offense
That
is
was
just
cool.
unstoppable.
No, hey,
Why
look,
not?
that I'm telling you right now,
That
it's
was
just
cool.
it's a scary situation because I've even thought
Oh.
about that.
Oh
I
my
dream
God, it'd
about
be
that.
So good.
Like if you had
You guys
Devontae Adams, BA on the other side, and Debo on the slot, I
Oh
can
my
tell you
God,
right now,
dude.
I'd be in three
That's
wide
a pipe
receiver
dream,
set
though, man.
all fucking
Are we
day
playing
long.
Madden out
I
here,
wouldn't
or
let
what?
their ass come off the field. It
Bro,
would just
dude.
be. It would be.
I think a
chaos
pass rush
on the other team.
would benefit this team more than another pass rusher. I mean,
I think,
because we only
Not
have
if-
one
I think we
football.
can
Not if
do.
you're putting
I
50
think
There's
we
one
can do
football.
just as much with what we have without investing. It sounds great. Who wouldn't love it? But
Okay, so
we
who?
can
Okay,
still
so
get the same
corner
amount of
or pass
production
rusher
out
for
of
me?
what we have.
I'll say this.
It's gotta be pass rush.
Yep.
I don't
Or a
want
corner.
pass rusher. I want
Shut down
Pat
corner.
Surtain. Because at least I know Pat Surtain ain't finna get burned like Diamond Lenore been getting burned.
Yeah, but I'm saying what we have is sufficient if we get pressure on both sides and
That's
from the
true.
middle. If we can
Secondary's
if
best
we can
friend is
cave
the
both
pass rush.
sides
That's
and
very
pressure with Hargrave, Armstead, somebody's gonna break loose. Like we're not producing the sacks that we need to.
Yeah.
And that
but
motherfucker
that's not-
Khalil Mack
We're not-
Mack's
okay.
got 6 in a game, 2
Okay,
forced
but we're-
fumbles.
But it was against the Raiders though.
Hold on,
so
hold on.
Dude,
Hold
it's
on.
still a beautiful
Hold on.
stat.
Hold on.
It's an
We
NFL.
seem to be the only team that teams are fully afraid of their D line because against no other team are teams getting the ball out as fast as
Yeah, but
literally
Bosa's getting double
Eric.
teamed
Okay,
so
Eric
much.
Armstead just tweeted. I think I just saw a tweet asking. It was like
Right here, I'll tell
making
you
a
right
joke,
now.
asking Daniel Jones why he got the ball out
I'll
so
tell you.
fast
I'll
against
tell
the
you. I'll
Niners.
tell you.
Yeah, there you go. Pull it up.
Hold on.
Every team we play gets a ball out fast. because
Hey, that
he's
one
so
player the
afraid.
Raiders cut. What's his name? They cut him. Why don't we pick
Harold.
him? Jones something.
Chandler?
Yeah.
They cut Chandler Jones?
Yeah, he's been cut 2 days ago. Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? He needs to be
Also-
here.
No, it's like
Like
He's
now.
He's mentally
That's-
ill.
no,
he's
no,
mentally
he's
ill.
been acting weird, though.
But I
So
think he
right,
got
he's been
arrested.
arrested.
He got arrested.
He got arrested. He's been doing some saying
This
some
is-
weird stuff.
This is what
we're-
Arik Armstead tweeted right now. He said, "Daniel Jones, I am so disappointed in you. Why would you throw the ball so quick versus us and then let these people have a career day? Why weren't we deserving?"
Oh, that is
I'm
wrong.
telling you guys.
Hey,
you don't
I'm gonna
understand.
tell you this.
Hold on.
I like
Dude.
this from Arik Armstead. I do. You don't ever see it from him.
No,
he
you
never
don't.
talks.
I like that.
And I like that. You know what, Armstead? Give me more, bro. Keep
Think of
doing that.
Think about it this
Keep
way.
it going.
People are
Hey,
absolutely guys. Bosa's the best
Brandon,
pass
say
rusher.
something.
People are absolutely terrified of him. He gets constantly double teamed, gets still the best most pressures, but we're not getting the sacks because every time these offenses are getting the ball out in 2 seconds. That's why they're not scoring a lot of points on us. Sometimes they're able to drive down the field when our corners aren't, they're playing off, because when you play off and they're getting the ball out in 2 seconds, they're going to make throws. That's why when they're doing that, we should move to a more bump and run because
That's
of
why
that.
Puka Nacua
But like
ate us
no
up.
other team defense is being that way, where they're getting the ball rid of the ball so fast. That's why we don't have the sacks, because dude, by the time before our guys have a chance to get there, the ball's out.
Well, what I can
It's
tell you
insane.
as well is, to be honest with you, it's the wide nine as well. And I'll tell you why I feel like that. Because when you're lining up on the outside shoulder of the tackles and the guards, you leave the gut open for the quarterback to step up in. So you're compressing this way when you don't have any pass rush right up the middle. So if you don't have that, then yeah, that does kind of screw you over a little bit because of the scheme. And they anticipate that scheme will continually work, but it's a rough go because that is the weakness. The weakness of the wide nine is right up the gut. If you run right up the gut most of the time, you should be able to gash for at least a good 10, 15 yards every time.
Because of the pass rush, because they're getting it rid of so fast, so because the pass rush has still been good, we're getting a lot of tip balls and interceptions because of the fact that they're getting the ball out fast, but we're tipping balls because we're getting pressure still on them getting the ball. Dobbs was getting the ball out fast. Jones was getting it out fast. The only one that wasn't getting out fast was the Steelers, and then the Rams. They're getting it out. Ever since we played the Rams, all these teams are like, "Oh, we got to get it out fast. We got to get it out fast." Well, we're not going to get the sacks, but it plays to our advantage because they're not going to score a lot of points because you have to play 100% perfect football without any possible mistakes if you're going to play it that way. Just full dink and dunk, find what's open, get rid of it fast. Eventually, it's gonna bite you in the ass. Because
what I will say really quickly is, and I do want to touch on this. James Conner, you a bitch. I'm sorry. James Conner, you a straight bitch. You a punk motherfucker. You a pussy ass motherfucker. You ain't shit. You can't sit up there and act like that when you lose a game. And then at the same time, if there's one thing that I despise more than anything, it's when you attack your own people and bring yourself down and make you look stupid. Y'all are both Polynesian. The fuck is you fighting for? Why are you mad? You ran for blood 50-something yards? Stop crying like a bitch. Take your L like a man. You lost.
He was mad when
You
Huff stopped him on that
can't be
two-point
upset.
conversion.
Exactly.
You cannot be upset that little baby Troy Polamalu, is playing football better than you. Like, don't sit up there and act like that after a game. And at the same time, if you really want to try somebody, take your helmet off. Why your helmet on? Because you want to protect your head. Why? Because if he sock you in your damn head, you're gonna get hurt. So don't. To me, that's a bitch move. And
Kittle came in there too fast. Kittle came in there fast.
And Kittle came in there, and did the smart thing and separated him. But I can tell you this: if I'm Huff, when they come here to Arizona, I'll be at that game. If I'm Huff, I'm headhunting your bitch ass. The minute I see you, if I have a chance to hit you, I'm gonna fucking knock the shit out of you. I'm putting everything into it. I'm gonna drive it into the ground purposely and take that 15-yard penalty and get up and look at you until
Oh my
you drag
goodness,
ass.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Like it just to me, that's a bitch move. You can't do that. Like I believe me, I'm one of the most competitive people in the world. I don't like losing, but if I lose, I take my L like a champ. I'm not gonna sit up there and cry and make 50 excuses. I lost. It is what it is. I didn't do what I was supposed to do to make sure that we got the win. But don't to me after the game acting like a little bitch, and then you want to, you know what I'm saying, put your hands in
You
my
little bitch.
and then the next thing you know, I'm gonna turn around because I can tell you right now, had that been me, I'd have dragged his ass like Cortland Finnegan, punk ass got dragged by Andre Johnson. I know y'all remember that. Cortland Finnegan got ragdolled around that bitch. And Andre Johnson was one of the nicest, most humblest human beings on the planet. And they asked him why he did it, and he said he was just running his mouth too fucking much. Like he didn't have time to be dealing with that shit no more. You know, and that's it. You got to sit up there and you got to take your lumps as a man. You can't sit up there and act like that, bro. I just want to know what the rest of the Bashar, how you feel about that punk ass move, man?
Oh, I brought it up earlier. I just surprised me. And
It's the penis weight.
what?
Beto, god damn it.
Sorry.
I said that. Go on to
bro.
the next question.
You gotta chill, bro.
Brandon, your commentary makes it funnier.
Fuck
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I
I'll
know we're
behave.
having fun, but
Brandon,
shit, bro.
Brandon has the floor right now, guys. Go, Brandon.
Nah,
Brandon,
Bashar,
no.
you got it, man. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I was trying to see if James Conner was a Polynesian. You had me tripping off of that. I'll be honest, I was looking it up, but it says his mom is white and his dad's black, so I didn't see where he's Polynesian. But
Maybe in
It
his,
might be way back in there, but he looked like it.
okay.
He look like
no,
it.
no.
John,
Either
What,
way,
way,
yeah,
what do you think about that, John? Yeah, what do you think about that punk ass move?
I mean, he was taunting. He was talking his shit. He was talking his shit. I like it. I mean, Huff came out with that dog in him from the jump. That's why I like Jennings.
Oh, yeah.
You could literally swap them out in that situation.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jennings probably would have knocked him out right there on the spot. Punched him
Yeah,
right to
no,
the
yeah, Jennings. Yeah, ain't no stopping JJ. He gonna turn around and knock the shit out of somebody.
But that's kind of what I mean. Like, bro, I love the idea of a Devontae Adams on this offense, but I don't know that you're going to get such a production out of him. You know, you could probably get just as much out of Jennings because you're going to be throwing the ball in short and intermediate space, right? So it's not like you're asking anybody to do anything world beater. And BA for right now is doing the best at it. So I think if we do the pass rush, like, listen, those pressures were Bosa 5, Hargrave 4, Kinlaw 2, Jackson 2, Armstead 2, Givens 2, Kerry Hyder 1. So imagine if you have, it doesn't have to be an elite edge rusher, but it could be somebody great, somebody good, somebody that could open those up. Right? You can pretty much get by with the DBs as they are. Let Luter get healthy and compete. Get Womack healthy. Let him compete. We've got some young talent. I don't know what they're doing. What they're working out more. I saw that. He was getting straight burnt right off the line last year, if you guys remember. A couple of times I can remember him getting, and it might have been Devontae, who just burnt him right off the line of scrimmage for a ridiculous game. I don't know. I mean, he was like 80% that season too. He was all banged up, I think.
You're talking about Tarvarius Moore, our former
yes,
free safety. He was really nice in the 2019 season, by the way.
Yeah, he actually
has been the same ever since.
but I mean,
he was probably his healthiest then too.
When you look at this game as a whole, period, point blank, what we've done is basically told the league, if we score 30 points, you're gonna lose, because it's literally been it. This is literally that 35 that we scored is the highest output that we've had all year, but we're not allowing other teams in. So while I was watching Bussing with the Boys, Taylor Dewan says we're going 17-0. Taylor Dewan is a supporter of the 49ers. And then I was checking out Undisputed, for a moment. And I love the fact that Richard Sherman is on there because he talks the shit to Skip.
Yeah, I listen to it.
No
every
one
morning.
else will. And he told Skip, he said, Skip, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, man. Because he kept talking about last year and if this would have happened and if that would have happened. At the end of the day, it didn't happen and y'all lost. Period. That's
Dude,
it. This is why I'm never a luck person, because at the end of the day, you either win or you lose, and luck has nothing to do with it. You just you have to go out there, you got to execute, and you got to win fucking games. And at the end of the day, that's all I'm asking from our head coach. When you go out there and you keep us competitive, get us to the big dance and get over that hump. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
There's luck in every game, D. There's luck in every game. It's little, it's minute. It may not even come in the form of the football game, bro. I think we got.
But I don't want to leave. What I'm saying is, I don't want to leave it up to that. I don't want to have
it'll
to
never.
have luck
It will never. It'll never come to luck. It'll never come to that.
Go ahead, say what you're gonna say, Bashar. Say it.
Staying healthy.
Be good enough and be strong enough to where any luck situation isn't a factor.
Exactly.
That's
You don't leave don't leave the game in the hands of the refs or anyone else.
Exactly.
You do what you need to do to make sure that it is properly in hand, and you do everything that you can to make sure that you don't give that opportunity to anyone to be able to possibly force you to need any type of luck to do shit. You go out there, you execute, and you play properly, and you do what you're supposed to do. You go out there with the right game plan, and you can win. Anybody can get beat on any fucking day. We all know that.
When I refer to luck, I mostly refer to the fact that you have to make it to the playoffs and through the playoffs healthy. And that's the luck.
You can have the base game plan, and then you
Yeah,
quarterback get hurt in the first snap.
Once again,
that's not the luck I see.
It goes back to what I've said before. Since Kyle and John have been here, we have been in the top 10 of most injured teams every single
probably
year.
Because we play physical.
But what I'm saying is, if we're talking about we need a little luck with health, then we need to figure out what the fuck these two jackasses are doing that is not helping.
It's because we play physical. It's like you said, you watch Undisputed.
Well, if we play physical, then we can't blame that on luck with the health.
But I listen to Undisputed, and Michael Irvin is like terrified of the Niners because of how physical we are.
Every team. Look at last year. Every team that played us the game after, they lost. That's how physical our defense played.
I think
somebody
broke that this year.
Our offense is physical.
Somebody broke that this year.
Yeah, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers broke that one.
Can I throw this out here real quick?
Yes.
So basically, I was listening to First Take today, and I was listening to what Stephen A was saying because the Cowboys and everything like that. Cowboys haven't done shit on offense. It's mostly been their defense. And we saw that against Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
To where they're, because they're saying Cowboys have like the best team in the league right now, best defense, whatever. Well,
that's why they're delusional.
The people need to realize that the Niners have been playing phenomenal on both sides of the ball.
And, we're a balanced team.
Yeah, we're a complete and balanced.
Yeah, and you're going to see that this coming week against the Cowboys because they're going to have to rely on that offense. And Dak Prescott hasn't been showing up lately. So, I mean...
We're not going to be Mac Jones, bro. Brock Purdy's not Mac Jones. That's going to be throwing the ball,
giving the ball
away.
Oh, hell.
Y'all see what Mac has become?
He gave the ball to the damn Cowboys, too.
Yeah, Mac has just looked horrid.
Mac literally threw it and it's like, all right,
what
go
do
get
they
a
teach
pick.
us a quarterback one-on-one? Never throw across your body unless you're Patrick Mahomes.
Thank you.
Don't do it. And he did it, and it was ugly. And then he did one play where he got lucky. And then he did it again. That's when he got intercepted for a pick six. What are you doing? That was a lot of defense. Cowboys. That was Mac Jones just screwing shit up.
John, what were you saying?
They beat up on crappy teams.
The Dallas game is essentially your biggest test. That's the test that seals it all for me.
Yeah.
That's what seals it all for me because Pittsburgh was not a challenge.
I think it's going to be the Eagles.
Giants was not a challenge, and we left mad points on the table. We didn't even. We could have put up 40 in that game, and we didn't.
Yep.
We're still we're not shored up in the secondary. If Dak starts lighting up Brandon Cooks, if he distributes the ball, I just don't think that you've seen anything from San Francisco yet, and I don't think you've seen anything from Dallas yet. I think Dallas is straight. I think they're dead set on beating San Francisco this year. Every offense, everything, the scheme that they've put on tape so far is just vanilla. It's very bland, and I think they're gonna come at San Francisco with everything they have. And I think the same goes for us. I don't think that we've put anything out there that nobody's seen yet. We're still running motion better than anybody in the league.
All right, so hey y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Give me some sleep for the night. Appreciate y'all for having me on. If y'all want, y'all can swap one black guy out for another one.
Twin Maker wants in.
So,
if you want, I can send him a link.
Yeah, send it to him.
I know how long we're gonna be on though.
Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Great show, John.
I'll send him a link if you want.
Nothing but love to you, my brother. You already know what it is. All right, everybody, have a good night.
I'm Mexican, but can I do it too?
Hi, Dan.
Yeah, you do that too.
Hey, Dion, say something in Spanish.
Say something in Spanish.
Hey, hold on real quick.
Adios.
Buenas noches. Puto.
I want to show this shit real quick. Hold on. I want to show this.
Oh, what is this?
What LeBron said.
LeBron.
I just want
about the
guys'
yeah.
This is a different beast. This is a different beast.
Of course, my shit's gonna act up right now.
You're talking about your internet. That's a different beast.
This is a different beast.
We heard you, LeBron.
This is a different beast.
Yeah.
Really? That's all you said?
Well,
Niners are looking like the best team in football on both sides of the field. Brock Purdy is sharp. Obviously, Debo, Brandon Ayuk. You can't say any more great things about CMC. He's a George Kittle, and that's just to name a couple, man. And then defensively, when you talk about Freddie G. Warner, he's just an absolute beast, man. Greenlaw, the rest of those guys, man. Listen, I can sit here and talk all day about the Niners and how great they look, how well coached they are. And I didn't even name all the great players that they have. They just have so many great ones. And they do look like a Super Bowl title winning team so far through 3 games. And I see them keeping it going today live from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. I got the Niners winning that game.
That's my point card.
That's the first time I agree with LeBron. I'll tell you that much.
Could you imagine him playing end instead of playing?
Ain't nothing you can do about that one. I can tell you right now. No, I'm sorry. Let me explain this. LeBron James and football don't mix because LeBron is a tight end. That's his size. He is a tight end.
He would have been a tight end, yeah.
But
that would have been amazing.
I'm sorry.
What up, Twin?
Empire?
He get bitched
Twin, do your little thing
way too much, bro. He punks out way too much. He'd get killed on the field. But hey, like I said, y'all swapped out one brother for another brother. I'm gonna see y'all at the end of the night, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with your twin? Like the Naruto shirt on there. I see
you guys look so identical.
What's up, my brother from another mother? You know what I'm saying? What's cracking?
Yeah. You know, I got the smooth laid out beard. Twin got that real mountain man joint popping out for you. Y'all have a good evening, fellas.
The Rastafari.
The longer your beard, the longer you know what. So there you go.
All right, I have to head out too, guys. So
okay,
Anshul. Thanks for participating, bro.
You're losing a milk dud. Who's bringing a Snickers?
Whoa,
what, Christian? What the fuck, dude?
Stupid ass.
Got a little too confident there, buddy.
Anyway,
that came in my head a little slower than I thought, bro. That's you do.
All right, Twin.
Bigger than a Snicker.
Twin. So you just joined us. Thanks for finally joining our show and everything. We appreciate it. What was your thoughts on yesterday's game?
Oh man, I thought offensively, I saw on the offense. I thought we flowed very well. I thought Kyle Shanahan had a very good read of the defense, what he was going to get. I thought he was able to call the plays accordingly. They executed at a very high level. It's a wonderful thing when your offensive line is working in unison with one another. I think this is week 4. We didn't have any major injuries once again like last year. So this is when guys begin to gel. And I thought we saw that not only in the running game, but also in the passing game, especially with our deep passes with our 7-step drop. Purdy had a beautiful pocket there to sit back, look, evaluate, no pressure, throw the ball down the field. So kudos to the offense and everybody that went out there and played. Defensively, I thought we started the first couple, like maybe the first 3 or 4 possessions very well. In between that second and third quarter, things got a little shaky. I think a lot of times we didn't execute very well as far as tackling is concerned. I know nobody wants to say nothing bad about Fred Warner, but he missed a couple tackles, you know what I mean, on some crucial downs. But other than that, we had a couple penalties with what's his name, Mr. Thomas, you know. But other than that, I thought we did pretty good. And big up to Mitch Winowski. He only had 1 kick, but that joker was in the doggone corner. It was
he's having himself a season.
He's having himself a wonderful season. Every time I'm on the show, I try to make sure I give him a shout out because I know once upon a time we dreaded our special teams. And so I like to always bring that back to our remembrance because it was rough for a couple years, you know what I mean? So big up to Mitch. He's kicking the hell out of the ball, man. And so overall, I thought our defense turned it around. We only still gave up 16 points, which is pretty good. Only allowed 1 big explosive play for real. So, I mean, other than that, man, I'm kind of, you know, it was a pretty good game. You know, I ain't gonna complain too much.
All right. Sweet. Are you worried about the defense at all?
Not really. I mean, I think it's weird where when our defense may have a couple of hiccups, you know, people are a little more concerned than when the offense make hiccups. I don't know why people do that a lot of times. Same thing. When you don't execute on defense, things happen. Same thing with offense. When tackles miss their block, something happens and we get a negative play, or a wide receiver run the wrong route, we get a negative play. So I think the same thing can happen on defense, but I'm going to trust the defense because that's been the most consistent thing in Kyle Shanahan's tenure. And I'm going to continue to believe that our defense is going to be able to keep up what it is that they do very well.
Well said.
Yeah. I want to address this statement in the chat really quick. It's by Flow Right Plumbing. It says the right side of the O-line still sucks. As we were talking about what position would we try to go after, and I told you guys I was kind of bummed out that we didn't draft the right tackle. But McKivitz overall in this game, I'll say this: it wasn't the nice thing that I did see that was a major positive was that we were running the ball to the right side at times and we were having success. Plenty of times in the season, in the previous games, the positive runs were all to Trent Williams' side, left side, and I was like, okay, this isn't good, with this whole McGlinchey replacement with McKivitz. But now, hopefully, it's a consistent thing where we are going to get some good consistent runs on McKivitz's side. But there was one play that really pissed me off in the pass protection. It was with McKivitz and this guy Gardneck, whatever his name is, some dude I never heard of Gardeck or something like that. Number 45, I believe. He did some spin move on McKivitz, made him look stupid, had a clear shot at Purdy. Good thing Purdy didn't really get hit too hard, and it wasn't that bad, but it kind of reminded me of the TJ Watt sacks where McKivitz wasn't putting up a fight and Purdy was just getting leveled. And then, so we're playing Micah Parsons, obviously, you guys mentioned it earlier, and hopefully it's not going to be a major factor, but it's definitely a concern, since it's his first year as a starting tackle. So we'll see.
All right.
Alrighty.
So just real quick, I'm going to hit our ad real quick, and then we'll come back, finish it off to talk a little bit about the Cowboy game. And then Twin, when we do the preview show for the Cowboys game, I was thinking maybe you and your bro could come on the show and we could have a debate before the game starts and all that. If you guys are interested.
Just let me know what time and I'll see. Can I get him in there? I know he usually has a little sequence of events how he to do things, but I could try to sneak him in there for like 15, 20, you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. Yeah. All right, let me get to the ad and then we'll talk Cowboys real quick. All right, we'll bring it over to Zach with my bookie.
Take a second to thank today's sponsor, MyBookie. As a bettor, you demand perfection, and MyBookie delivers. NFL, college football, and a brand new cash out system gives you options to bet and win all season long. The first 2 legs of your parlay hit, cash out early and use the funds on another bet, or you could let it ride for the chance of a bigger payday. Join the MyBookie family for a season filled with odds boosts, free bets, and super contests. To get started, all you got to do is super simple. Go to mybookie.ag right now and register for an account for free. That's right, it's free. And whenever it is you're ready to make your first deposit, just use promo code HIVE. It's right here on the screen, HIVE, to grab a welcome bonus on the house. That's our gift to you for being a part of the 49ers Hive family. That's promo code HIVE, HIVE, to claim your deposit bonus. And for a limited time, you also get a free chip to use in the MyBookie casino. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Now let's get back to the show.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Zach, you froze on us.
Brandon's Wi-Fi, dude.
I don't know if you saw that tweet. I kept shooting jump shots because he always do that whenever we collab. It always cracks me up.
All right, so let's just get a little bit into the Cowboys. What are you expecting in this going into this game? And are you worried about the offense, the Cowboys offense, starting to go off since they haven't been the past 4 weeks? Twin, I'll let you go first.
For sure. I think the Cowboys are a good team. I know we've beaten them the last couple of years, but I like to always look at. I'm a big basketball fan as well, so to me, this is similar to like how the Warriors play against the Lakers or the Cavs. It's like during Christmas Day. I believe this is one of the games you have to measure yourself against one of the top opponents in the NFC. I know we've beaten them as of late. I know people have a lot of jokes about Dak, which is, it's granted, but at the same time, this team is very, very, very deep as far as the talent that they do have. I mean, we won 19-12, I believe, last year, and so it wasn't like a big disparity. This is the first game that I believe we want to play with somebody with some real talent. We won our first 4 games against some subpar opponents, in my opinion. This is a game that we can really sit back and watch and say, okay, they got some real talent. They got some guys who have been some Pro Bowlers. I think last year they had at least 8 of them on the team. So this is a good litmus test to see where we are. And so I'm excited to see how is it that our offensive line will hold up and vice versa too, because I know most of these games are won in the trenches, as we know with the Eagles as well, just the physicality that they bring. So Dan Quinn has definitely played Kyle Shanahan very well offensively, and I do believe that the Dallas Cowboys got some weapons on offense that could cause us some trouble. Tony Pollard is a very good run back. They have this little bit short guy named Deuce Vaughn who can move around, do some things, and they have this other little scat back named Turbin, who was a Pro Bowler last year as far as kick returns and punt returns. That I believe his speed vertically and horizontally can give us some trouble. So I'm excited to see this game, man, and I'm ready to get it cracking because F them got doggone South Cowgirls. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. John?
Whose phone is that?
I don't know. Somebody's phone.
I'm a little bit nervous for this game. I'm not gonna lie.
For sure.
I don't think that a lot of people realize how much they have to play for, man. They've been broken twice now by us. This is their Super Bowl, and I mean, we don't take that serious enough. I think you guys probably see more. Niners are going to smash you. Niners are going to crush it. When you've been broken, and they got better too. They got better, and they got better with veterans. They didn't get better, with second-year players. They added just Brandon Cooks alone is dangerous. Now, if Dobbs can do what he did, Daniel Jones, this is the biggest test the San Francisco 49ers have to go up against. Whichever way this game plays out, that plays out the narrative for the rest of the season, especially for the NFC. If they beat us by 2 possessions, they're favorites. They take our spot, and San Francisco's out of the conversation for the better half of the next couple of weeks, right? It's just this game, everything that they've been working on is just to beat San Francisco.
Fact.
I mean, that's it, bro. I know that Kyle, or at least I pray that Kyle has taken this serious enough. I hope that they know. And I imagine that he does, right? I mean, I mean, what you've done, you've broken spirits, right? And every time they're going to come back, they're going to try to come back harder and stronger. And for the most part, Dallas has done that. I mean, is Parsons going to play? He banged up that knee, right?
Yeah, he's playing.
He's good. I mean, I'm terrified of Lawrence, bro. Van Der Esch is playing top of the game right now.
Javon Curse.
Bro, the list goes on, right?
He was slept on safety, man. Don't nobody talk about him that much, but their safety tandem is up there with ours.
Their defense is scary, but their offense don't do nothing for me, bro. They can't score in the 20 and in the red zone. They can't punch it in. They only did it once today. They haven't been successful. Their defense is scary, but we can maneuver enough to get some points. They're not going to do the same on our defense. Their offense is just bad.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to our scheme, their philosophy has changed. That defense is going to match up man for man. And I'm not talking about in man. I just mean they have players that can keep up with our skill positions. And they're going to do everything that they can do to fill that space. I believe that they're going to shrink the field. And I do believe that Dallas has not put anything on tape yet because San Francisco is their Super Bowl. Period. It's been very vanilla. Honest to God, I don't think there was more to the Arizona loss, right? They were missing offensive linemen, right?
Three of them.
Okay. And are we including Diggs in this or just the offensive?
No, players offensively 3. I think 4 if you count Diggs.
Yeah. They've been bad in the red zone all year, so
3 old linemen.
Yeah.
Back threw an interception in the red zone too.
This is the thing when the Cowboys have a lead or if they're not playing a good team, their defense steps up. Their defense is good. When they play mediocre offenses, their defense is good. Like today, a lot of those points that were put on the board were by the defense because of the turnovers and those mistakes by Mac Jones. The Niners is going to test them and be able to put points. That's what the Cardinals did. They were able to jump ahead, run the ball, and then they had to rely on putting the ball on Dak's hands. And we saw what happened when he had to put it on Dak's hands. He threw an interception. Their defense will cover a lot of our skills players, but we have way too many for all of them to be covered in each play. One of them is going to break. Now, is it going to be a fight? Absolutely. Our offense versus their defense. But I don't think we're going to get the same resistance from their offense against our defense. This is where we got to take the opportunity from our defense to create some turnovers or a pick six to hop our offense out. I think our defense is way better than their offense, and I think we match up with their defense pretty good offensively.
I mean, if we don't allow Dallas defense to score points, we're going to beat them. Their offense obviously relies on their defense to put up points.
Christian, they're going to score points, man. I mean, I'm just going to tell you that right now.
What's the point?
Their defense is not. I don't think their defense is going to score points. I don't think we're going to turn the ball over.
Let me look at PFF. Let me look what Dak did today, bro.
Listen,
but Dak only had an interception at the end of the game.
It was yesterday, bro.
I think he had a 130 something quarterback rating with like 80
Dallas
something.
has been ass. Dallas has been one of the worst teams in the red zone this year. Like they're like 30th out of 32 this year in the red zone.
And they 4-1 though, and they have put up multiple games with.
But who have they played?
25 push.
Yeah,
we just gave up 99 yards yesterday.
Who have we played?
True, but I mean, if you're kicking field goals,
the Steelers,
Steelers are ass, Beto.
We played TJ Watt.
Aren't that good. Steelers aren't that good.
We played TJ Watt. Listen, fam, I'm going to tell you this straight up. At this point, week 1 for Dallas starts Sunday. Week 1 for San Francisco starts Sunday.
I agree.
It's like I don't even look at these 4 victories right now. This is week 1 for me. This is the true matchup. This is the NFC juggernaut right here. And then Philly is in the conversation. But if anything, Christian, Philly doesn't look like the same team.
No, they don't.
They look slower. They look a lot slower.
My
Mhm.
my biggest thing for this game and what it means. This is either this game's huge for Purdy. It's either his coming out party nationally, or
He's
it's
out, bro.
his.
There's nothing
Or
more to come.
it's
What else? What are you gonna do? Sprout wings? I mean, he's come
what
out.
I mean though is like
thi-
he's gonna get real.
He might-
If he comes out and plays
he'll
great,
get
plays
crazy
great, he's gonna get
recognized.
all kinds of media.
Yeah.
Be the
Mhm.
MVP guy. Guy's the MVP. It'll be all of it. If he
he
comes
has to
out and
get rid of
plays
the
great,
football because the right side is a liability. Point blank. Period. Everything
Oh, yeah,
that
obviously
they
for
do
sure.
right
he can
now
do it. Obviously
is
he can
to
do
get
it.
rid of the ball as
The
fast
key
as
is
possible.
CMC, dude.
He
CMC
faced-
will slow down that pass
He was the
rush.
most blitz quarterback in the history of the league against the Giants because
Yes.
no teams
But
blitzed more.
by
So he
but
can
by
do
a
it.
team, yeah,
With
I
no
can
talent,
fucking
though.
guarantee you that if the Dallas Cowboys blitz 87 times, they're gonna
It ain't
kill
gonna be
people.
the same. It's gonna be different.
Listen,
You talk about bigger, faster, and stronger players coming
Yes.
off. We seen last year in
Yes.
the playoffs. Let's not act as if we beat the brakes off them last year.
So
Thank God
who's
that
added
It
to
was down
that
to the
defense that
wire.
wasn't there
red zone
last year?
interceptions. But
They
besides
lost
that, our
Diggs.
offense was extremely stagnant, and they was getting after our doggone quarterback. So, and thank God that Tony Pollard got hurt, because
Right.
let's not act as if Christian McCaffrey
He
would've
wasn't
get
doing
injured.
nothing last year, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who?
CMC
Pollard was
only
not
put up
doing
like
shit last
36
year.
yards.
Bro, go
Sorry.
check
Last year was
CMC
last
We can
year,
argue that
man.
all freaking day.
I'm telling you, last year they use every loss as fuel for the next matchup.
That's fine. If they want to be emotional
but
bitches, they can do that. I don't care about
no,
emotions.
I don't even blame them for that, bro.
Okay,
That's
but-
just the
but they-
competition.
But John, they did.
Who
because
have they
lost to
added
Jimmy.
from last year's defense?
They
this
lost
year?
to us
because
one-
they lost to us last year, and we went against that pressure.
They added Brandon
Yeah.
Cooks. They lost.
No, I'm talking about defensively.
But the emotion.
Who did
the
they add
emotion,
defensively that we did not face last year?
Nobody.
The first round
Oh,
draft
no,
pick.
it's the same-
The
it's the
no,
same
tackle
defense.
Hold on,
Mozzie
hold
in
on.
the middle.
What's his
And
name?
is
The
he being
corner,
productive this year?
I mean, it's decent,
Stephon
and they got
Gilmore.
Stephon
Gilmore.
Gilmore too.
Gilmore.
That's true. But they lost Diggs, and we had Diggs last year. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying the defense is not good. They are. And I'm not saying to take Dallas lightly, because you don't want to take no team lightly, because Dallas can beat you. Absolutely 100%. But
Hey,
I think then I don't think Kyle will take this light. I think Kyle will have his team prepared to play against this game. We will match up well against their defense. Their pass rush is relentless. If they blitz more like the Giants did, they will be more effective than the Giants were. I understand that. But there will be packages to get the ball out of Brock's hands quickly to avoid that pressure against their pass rushers. And they're going to dink and dunk to Debo, to CMC, and they're going to do screens to try to get
It's
that
funny, though.
pressure off of Brock.
we're talking about this.
confident in
We're
Debo's health
we're
first.
completely not. We're completely looking over the fact that nobody considers Dallas's defense physical. They're a good defense, but no one calls them physical. Even Cowboy, dude, they're not physical. That's why they're scared to play a physical team. That's why Michael Irvin's like, I don't want to play
know
Debo
what
and the
fuck you are
physicality.
talking about, man. They're physical.
They're
bro.
not physical.
They're
Are you
physical.
fucking kidding me? Watch the fucking
Yeah,
watch them
I
play.
am.
They're not as
I'm
physical as the
kidding you.
Niners,
This may
but
come
they
as
are
a
physical.
surprise.
They are physical. They're not as
They're
physical
not though.
as the Niners, but they are. They
They're
hit it hard.
not.
Tell that to
Who did it?
They're
Micah.
not
Micah-
physical.
Listen,
I
if
wouldn't
last
want to
They
get
got
it by
year's
Micah.
game was
physical
the
by
bar,
they got out physical by Arizona. They're not
bro,
a physical
if last
team.
year's game was the bar, we are the weaker opponent. We lost more on the defensive side of the ball. We're not the same defense last year that went up against that team. We were
I think we're
mid-season
better.
form. We're not mid-season form right now. We're still making fucking mistakes.
So are the Cowboys.
I think Fred Warner was fucking chasing Brown yesterday and got smoked.
Several times.
Yeah.
There's something.
That's Marquise
something.
Brown.
It sounds like you're more
Something's
confident
not
in
right.
the Cowboys than you are on the Niners. They're
It ain't confident. It's just showing that we
Listen,
do got
man,
a
I'm just
formula
telling you
of
that
both. That's
there's
all.
glaring
I-
holes.
I mean,
but
when
there's
you
glaring
score
holes.
touchdowns, pick
And they've
sixes,
been
Guys, we're the
exposed
most-
by average teams at best, and it's foolish to think that an elite opponent is not going to see what you were vulnerable versus
I
an
don't get- but
average opponent.
Our physicality.
let me show you this.
is
Dak
better.
Christian,
Prescott
I mean,
is-
what do you do? You act like we're going to pull out a hammer and start smacking people with it, bro.
When,
No,
hey,
but,
listen,
but we're
Do you
physical.
remember the
It-
last
it-
game?
Every
Do you
time.
remember
every
last
time-
year? If last
every
year is
time
the
we beat
bar, bro,
Dallas.
do you remember that matchup? Stop it, bro.
Can you
You're
tell
being
me the
naive.
differential between the last two times we played against Dallas Lefty? Then, since we're so much more physical, what's the point disparity between us and them in the playoffs the last 2 years? is it like by 30 plus points,
No,
or
of
is
course
it
not.
by touchdowns in both
No,
games?
but we're still
'Cause last
beating them
time I
with
checked,
we're
both of these
We're
we're
last
technically
games.
yeah,
still
about a
beating them
touchdown.
with far inferior quarterbacks.
So we beat them last year with Dak. I mean, with Brock Purdy, right?
Yeah.
And it was a one score game. So all I'm saying is let's not act as if we put up 35 on them. This was the
I'm
first
not
game
saying
that
I
everybody was
know the
saying.
game's going to be close. I'm just saying that we are more physical, and that's going to come to our benefit. Which in a close game, physicality helps you win games. It does it not? Bro, I listened to what
It's not going to be.
drive.
It's not going to be
Hold
close.
on.
It's not going to be
Missing
close.
the point
This
where
game.
Hold
I
on.
believe it's going to be a
Niners
very
will
close
win by
game.
10 points.
I drive a truck for a living, so all I do is listen to fucking sports radio all day. I have Sirius radio, and I listen to
serious?
Undisputed. I listen to Undisputed like every day.
Well, that's why you don't know your football, because you listen to those
Oh
idiots.
no, dude.
I mean, that is
I
based off of opinion and speculation.
I'm just
That's what
telling you.
listen to.
Okay, hold on. I'm just saying because Michael Urban is a Cowboy fan, right? Obviously, freaking him and
He's a moron,
Skip.
but go ahead.
I listen because I like Keyshawn Johnson and Sherman, and I like them dunking on Skip all the time. That's why I listen to it. But like when they are talking about Dallas and they're talking about how they're not super physical and they're afraid of the Niners' physicality and stuff like that. You know what I mean? This is Cowboy fans saying this. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But they're not
it's
playing
known.
the Cowboys fans,
It's
though.
well
Unfortunately,
known.
they're playing the Cowboys.
I know, but these guys.
I can care about the fans if they think we're
These guys
physical or
do
not.
football for a living.
What do the players
So
think? I don't think the Dallas
the
Cowboys
guys that
players
played
are not afraid of the
the
Niners
guys that
players. I guarantee
played
you.
the game of fucking professional football. I take what they say to mean
But they're
something.
not. Players are not afraid of players, bro. Just get that. It's
No,
not.
but I'm just
It's not
You're getting
elementary.
you're getting a very generic. You're getting a very generic brand of sports.
I'm just
talk
saying.
on
I was just
Listen,
using I know, but I'm
defense,
just
these are
using an
professional
example.
players. They're up for the challenge, no matter who you play. Nobody afraid of no one. And any given Sunday, you can
Anybody
get your
was
ass
afraid,
whipping
we're
if you're
just
not
more
prepared.
physical.
I'm afraid of Pollard.
You know what
I'm
I
afraid
like?
of
I like
Pollard.
matchups. Matchup
Not
tells
afraid
me a
of
lot.
Pollard. He's been asked
Who are the
for it.
matchups on defense? Who's the matchup on offense? That can dictate which way a game will go based on who they're matching up. Who's
Wait.
afraid of who? To me, that doesn't do anything for me. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's the matchups. Okay, who are we matching up?
We gotta hold a lot of this shit off for the preview show.
Or else we
Oh,
won't have
man,
nothing
look,
to
hey,
talk
wanna add
about.
one thing really, really quick.
Don't
Hold on a
worry,
second,
because
one-
tomorrow is the press conferences anyway. So
Yeah,
we'll get to hear some
we're
more
having
talk.
fun, bro.
So, and this is all I
I
got
wanna
to say
finish
too
it
as
up with
well.
something.
Dallas has scored, I think, 40, 30, 28, and 38 again. And they only gave a goose egg, 10 points, 16. I mean, 28. Well, they lost. The Cardinals put up 28. My bad. I apologize. But other than that, the Patriots put up 3. So majority of their games, they kept these teams under 10 points whenever they won. And so to me, I think that's a good thing as far as our competitive nature. These boys can't wait to play against us. Unfortunately, I got a cowgirl brother who is a cowboy content creator. That's his job. So I hear so much. I know a lot of things that's going on back there in
My
the
heart
background.
goes out to you, bro.
And they're excited to play against the 49ers again. They can't wait. So even if they don't play physical no other time, they probably be more undisciplined, but because they're trying to be overly physical because they're trying to prove a point against the 49ers because they know we are the team to beat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
a
all I'm saying.
psychological.
They're gonna be
There's
extra
a
prepared.
psychological aspect to this, and we get in the heads of players. I notice that we really, really disrupt DK. I think a lot of teams can, but I think there's a psychological aspect to some of the biggest games that we've played in, and those are those Saints games, those Seahawks games, definitely Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I hear you. Yeah. We get it. But I want to ask a question. Out of those blowouts against the Giants today, how many points did the offense put up? So from the 40, how many points did the offense put up? From today's or yesterday's game, excuse me, the Cowboys victory over the Patriots, how many points was it just offensively out of those 30?
Dak only had
24?
one touchdown pass.
Like 24.
I mean, it's still a lot. 24 points is 24
No, it
points.
is. No, I'm not being smart. I'm asking because I don't know.
Oh, no,
This-
Dak
yeah.
scored
I mean-
touchdown.
Got you. I got you. This is a sincere question. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
When
They-
you look
they-
at
they scored
when you
like-
look at the quarterbacks that we've played, it's not we're not blowing our horn here. You know what I'm saying? Like we gave up points to quarterbacks that are not in an elite conversation.
So let
And
me
I
ask you
don't
guys a
Dak been
question.
playing-
think that Dak's
if
Dak
you
been
had
playing
to-
like anybody
Who
afraid
would
of?
you trust? Dak Prescott in a close game to win it in fourth quarter, Brock or Dak right now? Be
Oh
honest.
no,
Brock.
I believe we gonna
Did it-
win.
I'm gonna
now.
he did
pick
it.
Brock.
He did it
Yeah.
last year.
I believe
I
we're
That's
gonna
how we
win.
beat it.
just
How did we
don't-
beat the
I just
Cowboys
don't-
last year? Brock did it.
I think. Listen, Christian. The misconception that I feel is, and I feel this is like the temperature around the entire fan base. I love competition as much as the next guy, and as much as I do believe that the Niners can win this game,
It's not going to be easy.
I don't like cardiac games. I don't like when my fucking
Those are the
when I
most
can't
fun
feel my
ones.
legs anymore,
No,
bro.
I hate it.
Those
I
are the
hate
I
fun
like
those
ones.
being able to
games.
sit back. I like being able to sit back.
Because
You like
I'm
blowouts?
terrified. And I'm not terrified because of Brock Purdy. You know who scares me in those games? Kyle. Kyle scares me in those games sometimes. Sometimes he does something fucking stupid, and it could be costly. So it's
Just
like,
be lucky you don't have Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
but Beto, all jokes aside, listen to me.
Oh no, but I'm being serious. You have Mike
This
McCarthy. I'll take
sucks.
Kyle any day, even his fuck up.
When we play better teams, Purdy's passes can't hang, bro, for too long. They just can't.
Where are they
Against better
hanging?
defenses.
He's saying
the
like in the
run
beginning of the
playing
I
Giants
look
game.
at the all
Since
22
last
film.
In the
Where
Giants
the ball
game
hanging?
when he went 5-14,
That was but he's
That's
okay,
referring
but
to
he
that.
corrected
That's
that.
because he was
All right.
going off his back
let me
foot.
let me correct myself. That's the wrong way to say it. All right, look, Beto, there's more touch than there is velocity, right?
Mhm.
Would you say that?
Yes,
And that's exactly what you need to get that ball in that short intermediate space.
got it.
That's all you need is some touch.
And did he do
Okay.
that yesterday against the Cardinals?
Yes.
But that's the
yes.
Cardinals, though.
No. We're not talking about the defense. We're just talking about
No,
his
I think
performance.
he's throwing the
Did
ball.
he put a
is
touch?
throwing the ball. Yes.
He threw the ball better,
Yes.
but he didn't have Michael Parson and
No,
and
you're right.
DeMarcus
You're right.
Lawrence.
In his face. You're right.
So-
Now he said in his press conference, he said, I was trying to make sure that I did not underthrow my receivers, that I overthrew them in that Giants game. So he had to find his balance of trusting that his receivers going to get there, not going to overthrow, and they worked on it, and it showed twice yesterday against Arizona. Now I understand it's Arizona, but the play still played out. He threw a beautiful 42-yard
Yes.
right into Ayuk's hands, right? So it was underthrown, but Ayuk bailed him up a little bit. I saw that, but my point is he adjusted. This kid continues to adjust
Right.
and improve on. Now, so it's not like he's making the same mistakes over and over and over again. He's improving. He's improved from the Giants game to this game, and I believe he's going to improve to the Cowboys game. Now I understand when the pressure's in his face, but this kid can throw better throws under pressure than any quarterback this year.
I don't disagree with you. My only concern is that offensive line gets the most pressure that it's.
Oh, McKivitz is going to scare the
weeks.
shit out of me.
Right. All I'm saying is you saw what happened with just TJ Watt versus Pittsburgh. And that was, they can't even match up for talent.
So would you be willing to take out Kittle out of the whole passing and use it to back up McKivitz and help McKivitz out? Because I'm okay with the other guys.
I do
McKivitz
believe
doesn't
that
need
you will see. I do believe that you will see Kittle.
either Kittle or Juice having to help on McKivitz.
You might have to see both,
Hold on,
bro. I mean,
you guys don't think we can run it down their throats the way the Cardinals did?
I really
Not as
hope we
easy
do.
as
Hey,
the
look, that's
Cardinals,
what I
no.
wanted to say.
I'm just
Last
curious.
time we played them,
Go ahead,
we beat
Bashar.
them. So CMC only had 35 yards for the whole game last time we beat them.
but this
If we get the
secondary is
real
more
CMC in this fucking game, it's on a popping, dude. That's all I gotta say.
It's
They
hard
added
to run.
Brandon
It's hard to
Cooks.
run against the Cowboys. They're pretty decent defense run
James
wise.
Conner had 200.
Not
all right,
against
so they
Cardinals,
take
not against
so they take
Cardinals.
CMC. Let's say they take CMC off the board. Boom. That's it.
Still got
CMC doesn't.
Debo.
You use Debo,
Okay,
bro.
you got a Debo. You've got an injured Debo right now. You've got
I don't
a
want to use Debo as a
sore
running back.
and fucked up knee. You've got a beat up Debo right now. So now
A beat up
So now
Debo is
what?
better than a lot of good
you
receivers
still
out there
don't know.
healthy.
You don't have Jennings, right? You still
He'll
don't
be
have
back.
Jennings.
He'll be back.
You got Bell.
Yeah, but that I don't
That
know
line
to
is
what
back.
extent that shin injury. I don't know how bad it was. I haven't even heard anything yet.
Yeah,
So
Brandon, you
we're banged up offensively. You are going to have to use guys like
You
Ronnie
mentioned
Bell.
2 players, bro. How were you banged up
That's
completely?
okay. That's
2
okay.
players.
We can use Ronnie Bell. He showed that he can.
Ronnie Bell can
He's
play.
successful.
Sure.
You,
It'll be a
you
great.
got what's
It'll
his
be a
name,
great
Snead.
test.
You
for him
got
also.
Snead.
Wait,
He's
guys.
Snead is a vet.
Anytime
He's an older guy, but he knows what he's doing. Snead is good enough to get some production from him.
dude,
I don't think you
Ayuk's gonna
guys.
burn
I'm
any
not.
corner on him.
Okay, that's fair, but you don't have
Fucking
enough
old
time.
Gilmore's
dude.
old, bro.
My
Gilmore's
point
old.
is, listen to me, Christian. You don't have enough time to settle into your throw and wait for Ayuk to get open. That pressure is going to be there. Those deep throws, those aren't going to come in this game, bro.
No, they're going to be
He's going
dink and
to. I
dunks
know that.
in this game.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It's good.
Gonna have
Ayuk's gonna be quick move, get open. He's gonna hit him. We're gonna get yak.
You're going to see a lot of screens.
Purdy's gonna hit.
Hey.
Purdy's gonna a lot of
Hold on,
screens. Purdy's gonna hit.
Our guest
Ayuk coming out of his break on a short pass because Ayuk is amazing at getting separation
Willie
quickly.
Snead fired. Thank you.
But hey, I'll say this though, we do gotta realize that their secondary is probably going to be the best secondary we've seen, even though they don't even have what's the guy about Diggs as well. I believe Deron Blaine is I think he has 8 interceptions as far as over the last 2 years since he came into the league, which is very high. So he can get the ball. You know, we got Donovan Wilson is a bigger safety. He's been very good. Also, Malik Hooker, he's one of those hybrid guys as well. And we got to realize they got this one guy, Uza. I'm gonna murder his last name, Adeki or something like that.
Ojizua or something.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they have the speed.
A tackle.
When you do run like the routes going on the edges, they got speed to kind of contest. Not saying that we ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, but those are the things that I believe we got to really worry about, because at the end of the day, their speed is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And
it is, but their secondary hasn't faced an elite receiver offense like the Niners.
A secondary like
in my opinion,
but they haven't faced they haven't faced an offense like this either. Let's keep it real. Which receivers have they facing the Giants?
Break even.
Dallas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We match up very well.
Dallas does well when they can tee off against a one-dimensional offense. As soon as you become one-dimensional, they're going to kick your ass. I don't see us becoming one-dimensional, so that's how they kick the Giants' ass.
Well, let's hope we don't.
That's how they just kick the Patriots' ass. They made the Patriots. You're making Mac Jones throw the ball 40 times. You're going to kick it.
That was a lot of that was what's the name? The coach. He did some back calls right there, bro. I don't know what.
So
like I was saying,
but like because then look,
the
Cardinals were balanced against the Cowboys, and they did well.
Belichick, there you go.
And the Cardinals are not as bad a team as we're calling them anyway. I think they're actually
a lot of that Cardinals game to me. The Cowboys underplayed the Cardinals.
Exactly.
The Cowboys,
thank you, Vito. I think they took it for granted.
Yeah, they took it for granted. They're like, yeah, let's just get over this game. This is an easy. Listen, when you play 17 games in the NFL and you know you're a playoff team, you're not going to take all the games serious. You're going to try to see those games on the schedule
that's fair,
that you can kind of take it easy so that you can prepare harder for another team. And that's what they did against the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are like, we are still professionals. And they took them lightly and they got burned. They're not going to do the same mistake on the Niners. So that I agree on. And plus, they hate the Niners because we've taken them out of the playoffs twice. And they hear the fan base. So they're I guarantee that our game is circled by not only the fans, but by the players. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to win, but they're going to be extra motivated for this game.
Yeah, they're going to.
All
right.
Remember that
it's going to make Prescott emotional.
After Jordan.
Hold on. I was going to say it's going to break Prescott emotional. He's going to throw 2 picks because when he.
All right, y'all. We're going to end it here.
No. Just keep going. If you got to go, you can close it. You can go, bro. I'm fired up. Let's talk.
No, dude. We gotta save this shit for the preview show. I'd rather do that.
There's going to be so much to talk about.
Hey, but you can get fired up.
What's the preview, bro? We're playing Dallas.
Yeah, he left. Good night.
I got to announce 2 guys. So take care, all right?
I got to get to bed anyway.
Yeah, dude, it's getting late.
Yeah,
so we're gonna end it here. Okay. Thank you for everybody for joining us and having fun with us and tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back to preview the rest of the Cowboys vs 49ers game. And Twin Empire, John V and Bashar, why don't you let them know where they can find you at? But Shark, go
Yeah.
first.
Just get out 49er Minded on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Very easy to find me. There's a 49er Minded Facebook group. That's about it. We're going live tomorrow at 6, by the way, for Bring the Heat.
Sweet.
Same thing with me. Twin Empire _ is my YouTube page. Make sure you go like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and also on Twitter, Twin Empire X2 on there. Make sure you follow as well, man, guys. And thank you guys for having me on as well. I appreciate you guys.
You guys can catch me at the Locker Room Rant on Tuesdays at 9:30. We haven't had a show in a while because life has gotten in the way, man. Kids are getting older. There's a lot more going on, man. So we're getting back to it though. So the Locker Room Rant Tuesday nights 9:30.
Okay, hold on, guys. I got a super chat from Corey Davis. I want to honor the super chat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Corey, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hello, my Niners family, and I hope you all are having a wonderful Victory Monday. Yes, we are.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
This show is
Corey.
hot. I enjoy talking. I like meeting. But just want to correct for those that kind of hard to pronounce. My name is Beto, not Beto.
Beto?
Yeah, Beto.
Beto.
Yeah, so I
Beto.
appreciate. Yeah, people call me Beto, and like I
I used to call him Beto. Just
yeah,
to
people.
fuck
Then I
with
started
him
calling
in
myself
every
Beto.
chat.
My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm so used to hearing
Everybody
Beto. I started
calls you-
calling myself Beto. I'm like, "Hey, this is Beto." And my wife's like, "You stupid." I go,
They
"Well,
call
that's
you
besides the
Beto.
point." Bet. Yeah.
Yo, there's people in the chat that are like giving me phonetics pronunciation of
My
Beto's
name is Albert, but they call me Beto for short. But that's all good. If you guys can say Beto, Beto, you
Albert.
can call me Albert.
Alberto.
Yes, there
Alberto.
you go. Albert. Hey, hey, hey.
There's a place called Beto's Tacos in Sacramento. I drove by the other day.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey. It's Fat Albert.
Albert.
The
That's
fast
right.
food
Fat
place.
Albert.
Hey, the fast food.
But I'm
place
not black. I'm
around here in
Mexican,
Utah
sorry.
is called Betos.
All right, we'll be
So, like,
we'll be
what-
back
they
later
call
on
it-
this week to talk Cowboys Niners. Hopefully getting the same squad back together for the next show. So until then, guys, go Niners. Peace.
Go
Bang, bang,
Niners. Brandon, give us a dance.